for anyone who wants to diversify and stay diversified in terms of investing in different asset classes, a lot of people who are watching this would be like 23, 24-year-old who are watching this. So what is like an ideal asset allocation according to you that they should have percentage wise these many percentage in these many asset classes? Is there some framework?
There's no fixed framework, but definitely add debt to it, which is today a very, very contrarian asset class at this point of time. So I would certainly say add debt to it. If you know a way to invest in equity outside India, which has done very badly, that would be something you add to it. These are things that you should add. I mean, clearly till 2023, 24, we used to put money in gold. But today, when gold has done so well, I find it so difficult to tell that. So I would tell people, put money in REIT, put money in InvITs, because I don't think REIT InvIT has done that well compared to equities. So that is another asset class which we tell people to do. So these are things which we tell people to do at this point of time. So if you know what is most unpopular at this point of time, if you can tell me, I'll tell you why don't we consider that. If you can tell me what it is, I'm very interested in hearing from you. What people don't like to do today?
I think people wouldn't like to invest in real estate today, especially I'm talking about my generation, okay? As far as my conversations are concerned. So real estate is something that they don't like to invest. Apart from that, I think bonds, so debt actually, people like of my age, they don't invest because it's like 8%, 9%, 10%
That's why I
returns.
said debt. Real estate, there are parts of India where real estate is still very costly. So I don't know whether real estate is a contrarian asset class or where you should invest, because if you look at parts of India, real estate is very, very costly even today. So that's why I don't consider it a contrarian asset class.
Yeah. And even like corporate bonds, if they are there. So like corporate bonds or fixed deposits, that is something which people of my age would never do.
Yeah.
I mean, I also would never put it into fixed deposit because it wouldn't even beat the inflation. So yeah, these are some unpopular opinions as of now. People of my age, they are very inclined towards equities as an asset class, like stock markets. Like since COVID, actually, the retail investor boom has been like on the rise. And all my conversations with my friends have been related to stock markets. Some of them have been related to equity mutual funds, specifically like after the COVID thing. A lot of people have started SIPs and all. My friends who are not even from finance background, they have started doing an SIP and they have started doing that. So that is little popular in my age group.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, if this is true or not, but yeah, this is something which is popular. So yeah, this is about the asset class. And then if you talk about the allocation from a percentage wise to mutual funds as an asset class, equity mutual funds, like what proportion of a person's net worth who's like young should go into equity mutual funds as an asset class according to you?
What we have been trying to do is put money more in hybrid mutual funds rather than equity mutual funds. If you want to put large, nothing wrong with equity mutual funds, but I'm saying if you want to put 100% of your net worth also, you can put it in hybrid mutual funds. So that is what we tell people, because once you put it in hybrid mutual funds, you're practicing asset allocation. So which means it is much, much more safer, because you're not putting 100% of your assets in equity. So if you put money in equity, you have to look at your risk factor. You have to think of what you have to cover up for, what you need, what are your responsibilities, etc., etc. Whereas you put money in hybrid mutual funds, you have money in all the asset classes. You have money in equity, debt, REIT, InvIT, everything. So that's why we like that more than investing. But if you want, that is how we've been telling people, because we have been telling people over the last 1.5, 2 years, practice asset allocation, because equities is no longer a cheap asset class. But and that is what we've been telling continuously to most people.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.